Grab your popcorn because tonight on Hopped Up Beer Review, we're going to be reviewing Cult Classic from Novo Brewing Company out of Corrales, New Mexico. Action! Hey everybody, welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review, the show where we give your unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion about the beer that we are drinking and reviewing. We're back to do that once again. Look who it is. It's Andy in the attic. It's Jay. I'm Ben. What are we drinking tonight?
Cult Classic. As the label implies, you know.
Our label's a little different than what Ben's flashing there.
Yeah, he wanted to point out the Hollywood movie madness, but I think we all know what that one references there.
Really, I wanted to get a broader shot of the label. The only other thing I could see was just the can view, right? So I wanted to get the sides, and that was the best one I could find for that. So,
well, that actually does best describe the beer, or the beer best describes the label.
Well, let's go. Feed me, Seymour.
Yeah.
All right. I think our show is becoming a cult classic. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Hey, cult. Are we cult leaders?
No, we don't have the following for that.
I mean, how many followers do you need to officially be a cult?
More than we got.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I know we ain't got it. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Ooh, I want another. Cult Classic Pale Ale. 6.1%, 45 IBUs. It's an American pale ale brewed with 2-row and caramel malts, Caraform, and dark Munich malts. And it has Cascade, Chinook, and Centennial hops. It has notes of tangerine, pine, and toasty malts. Agreed. This beer is made as an homage to Movie Madness, the video store in Portland, Oregon, that had an on-premise beer and wine sales. What does that mean? You said that this beer is from Ex Novo out of Corrales, New Mexico. Well, for those of us in the know who have followed us, Ex Novo was originally founded in Portland, Oregon in 2014, I believe. Where's my notes? Yes.
For those of you cult followers.
Yeah.
Got tied in.
For a fan. So they moved to Corrales. Was it 2019, Jay? Does that sound about
right? When they moved from Corrales, or what?
Or moved from Portland to Corrales. I think it was 2019.
Yeah, it was.
You know,
it was
pre-COVID. Yeah, after we get into the
playlist.
What do we got? Yeah, playlist. I stopped giving a full history on it.
Yeah, and we can go back and review if folks want to. We actually had Ed sit on one of the episodes, and he referenced a lot of the history and the backstory from some of it. So Corrales is probably, yeah, you're right, 18, 19. It was pre-COVID time. Mm-hmm. And that's, if you're in Albuquerque, it's right across the river. So it's essentially right there, close to Albuquerque, and they have opened a tap room in downtown Albuquerque that we've referenced. They have some delicious food and great beer, and they actually have a full bar there if folks are interested in other things. But
and they've since closed down operations brewing in Oregon.
Portland. Yeah, they sold the Oregon brewery.
I really appreciated this can.
I did too. That's why I wanted
cult
to share
classic. So we can pick out. So what do y'all the more obvious ones to pick out? You already said Feed Me Seymour. So we
Yeah.
got Little Shop of Horrors.
Right.
And
On the
above,
cover, you have Poltergeist.
yes. So when Carol Ann was talking to the poltergeist through the TV, and then she put her hands on the screen.
There's one of Ben's favorite movies.
I enjoy the movie too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christmas. And then you got the Alfred Hitchcock, his bus or his cameo above.
And then
The
the
Audrey
Dude
II.
Abides.
Yes, the whole Big Lebowski scheme with the floor and the bowling ball.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, I
Yep.
was looking on top of the TV. It's hard to
Yep.
see in Ben's picture. Is that the Maltese Falcon?
That's what it looks like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're right. It definitely is, yeah.
But I want. Oh, go ahead, Ben.
I was going to say, I can see feet. I can see a beak.
It looks like I want to really point out the TV because I had a TV like this. Your TV wasn't just for entertainment. It also was furniture with the
Yep.
big wooden carved wood and massive piece. And you could put stuff on top,
Yep.
So we had pictures on top of our TV. You had to walk up, turn, change
This
channel.
one's got a drawer, so.
Yeah. Well,
could be decorative.
Some of them were
Could
just
be.
decorative because we had the
Could be
decorative
a false drawer.
little handles, and I would be an annoying little twerp and just sit there and and bang that.
I can't see that from you. I can't. Yeah. I know
Yeah.
ours, the remote, I think we had a remote for ours, but it didn't work half the time. So I remember being the remote,
Yeah, we were the remote.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Good times.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, like, kids today, they don't know anything about having to watch a certain TV show at a specific time every week, or like having to go to the bathroom and hold it until
The commercial.
and then run.
Run.
Gosh,
The jet stream. That's you just hurry up, get it out. And Saturday morning cartoons. Technically now that could be considered a cult classic because they were not on-demand cartoons.
I mean, the things we're giving up with this whole internet thing, right?
And streaming.
And YouTube. And stupid beer shows. I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing?
All right. Anything more on the beer, Andy?
No, I was trying to search to see if there was anything else in this. But hey, I would love for people to comment not only here but internationally if they had massive furniture TVs.
Or more to add on the cult classic from Ex Novo.
Yeah. You won't get a major award from it, but
All right, Jay, have you had this one? Because I think you procured it.
I have had this one, and that is the reason when I had it, I was like, yeah, I need to share this one. I think you guys would like it, especially for the label there. That's very unique and the history behind it.
And should we also? I'm gonna reach the green and white, or the green and black and the white. It's given me Matrix vibes too. So I don't know. It might be a stretch, but
it could be. But Ex Novo is notorious for using the green and black, and that is a color that they typically use on their fresh hop series. So if you get something in the green cans like these, you might find like a fresh hopped Mass Ascension, which is their fresh hopped version of that they only release very limited and seasonally, and they do entire fresh hop series across all their different beers. So when you go in, if you get a chance to have a fresh hopped ex novo, they're amazing on draft, and if you can find them in cans, they're very good as well. So.
All right. Andy, you want to go first on this one?
For you, Ben? Not anything. No. This beer is great. It's a really good beer. It is. Those hops really come out and highlight this beer. And you do get that tangerine. You get that citrus, a mild pine, not too heavy. It says toasted malts, and that is subtle on the back end of it. But it's a bright beer. It opens up and a little refreshing. I like it. I give it an 8.0. This is a really good tasting beer.
All right. I'll obviously jump in because Jay's had this one, so I will jump in and go next. So I do like this one. I like it. But I don't want to
give it a 6.
Yeah, it's 2.5. But it's I think for me with that pine, it's almost like a West Coast light in a sense, and a little less like a pale ale to me, just because of the pine. I think it's good though. It's refreshing. It's not the IPA guy, I appreciate kind of a lighter version of some of those IPAs. I was very interested to hear what notes you got out of the beer, because the first couple of sips I took, you guys always make fun of me for saying off the wall things, but
mayonnaise and cucumber.
And one mayonnaise and cucumber this time, but I got raisin in this one.
What's wrong with you?
Just a raisin flavor.
I think the 10 times you got COVID has permanently messed up your taste buds.
It could be. It could definitely well be. Plus the shots, who knows at this point. But
oh no.
But anyway, I think that now that I've had a few sips and it's kind of calmed down a little bit. Andy, I think your description as a bright beer is actually really great. It's flavorful. It's a good beer. So yeah, 2.5, right where I'm at now. No, I'm gonna give it a 7. I think the pine is
great at a 7.
For an IPA, for me,
it's not an IPA.
It's just American pale.
Pale ale. Sorry, pale ale. 7. Move on.
I'm gonna shut
up. So my turn. Yes, I agree with you, Andy and Ben. It is a bright and floral beer to me. With the citrus, the way that melds with the mild pine. You might throw a little oatmeal in there. I don't know, Ben. But it has the citrus and the pine, which blend very nicely on this one. It's good on the nose and very easy drinking. I think we said 6.1 is what the can said. Untapped says something different, but that's maybe because the original one was from Portland, and they've since brought it down to New Mexico. So for me, it's an 8 as well. It's a good beer, and definitely another great offering from Ex Novo that I was thrilled to be able to share with you guys. And the label just made it all the more of a bonus. So
definitely on the label. The label's cool. Maybe one day the Hopped Up Beer Review logo will be somewhere, or maybe the 3 of us. They'll put that into the can art somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe.
I would beer that closes the brewery.
That will be a 7.7 for the Cult Classic from Ex Novo. Definitely an interesting beer that if you've had, let us know what you think down in the comments. We would definitely appreciate you considering us a Cult Classic and liking and subscribing and cheersing that notification bell. We are working on 500 subs before the end of 2025, and you can help us get there. We would appreciate that. We got a bunch of links down below for Hopped Up Beer Review merch, links for Hopped Up Beer Review Discord server, some hardware, software, glassware, all that kind of good stuff. Check it all down below. And our new Patreon, you can check that out with the link below as well. With that, for Andy and the Attic and Jay, I am Ben. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.